All right, today's goal is to understand how to use multiplication and division to solve inequalities. So we just went over the addition and subtraction. Now we're doing multiplication and division. So it's the same thing. There's a big difference, though. Okay, and you'll see what happens when we do this in a minute. But you're still going to multiply. You're still going to solve it. You just have to remember to do one specific thing when it comes to negatives. Okay. So it says solve the inequality, graph your solution. So how do you get rid of dividing by 3? We multiply by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, so you have x is greater than 24. Remember, we don't have to start at 0. You put what you're doing in the middle. 2 above, 2 below. X is greater than 24. Open circle at 24. Shade to the right. Okay? So just same exact thing that we were learning beginning of the year when we solved like this. Okay? So here, we're going to multiply by 8. Multiply by 8. Now, I mentioned negatives. The number over here that you didn't move doesn't matter. What are you multiplying by? You're multiplying by 8 and positive 8. So we're good to go. We don't have to worry about the negative factors. So cross those off. You get m is less than or equal to negative 16. So we make our line. Negative 16, negative 18. Oh. You always get smaller there, or bigger, so negative 14, negative 18. Filled in circle, less than means shade left with another arrow. Okay? So same thing for solving equations, guys. It's just an inequality. Now, here's the tricky part. Not tricky, just different. Okay? Multiply by negative 2.5. See how I'm multiplying by negative here? So watch what happens. So you get 10. Okay, so I still just multiplied by what I was dividing by. So negative 2.5 divided by negative 2.5 is 1. Negative 4 times negative 2.5 is 10. But look what happened. See how this changed from greater than or equal to less than or equal to? Now look, this is why. If we just look at something like this, negative x is less than 2. If I want to solve this without multiplying and dividing, I have to add the x over. So you get 0 is less than 2 plus x. Get rid of the 2. Now if I rewrote this, I have x is greater than negative 2. See how it initially started x is less than, now it's x is greater than? That's why. It's because you're like adding it, you're switching it over to the other side of the inequality, okay? So anytime you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to remember to change the direction of the inequality. Okay, let's take a look at some more. So here's the division. Same thing. Whatever you divide on one side, you got to divide on the other side, okay? So what am I dividing by? Positive 5. So I don't have to change anything. So I just divide by 5. I get v is greater than or equal to negative 9. I forgot to graph the last problem, but that's okay. Hopefully we remember how to graph by now. And it's a filled in circle because it's or equal to and greater than, shade to the right, another arrow. Okay? Here, what am I dividing by? I'm dividing by negative 6. So I get x is greater than negative 4. We got to remember to flip the inequality. Open circle because there's no or equal to. And greater than, shade to the right. Okay, so there's the inequalities. We'll work on some word problems in class. We'll see you then.